Hi, thank you very much for taking your time and watching this recording. My name is Aurangzeb Latif. As you know, I broke in silence approximately 5 months ago about child cruelty that had been taking place within my local area. So this recording is actually going to be about the blaming game. So firstly, what do we mean by blaming game? So let me bring your attention to a document like this, and if you have a look, it says worried about the child safety, stop, think and tell. Now every one of these crimes on this list had been taken place during social services involvement in my home affair. However, the situation is this, is when these crimes actually happen, like bullying, neglect, and it's a public member, the authorities, the police, everybody will get involved and do whatever they do best, in general taking children. But what happens when the authority members do crimes on this list? Well, what actually happens, you've got to go through a complaint procedure. So a complaint procedure, I've already showed you what one looks like. It takes 4 years and to go through 13 social workers, 14 managers and 4 directors. So we're going to go through a complaint procedure. Now through a complaint procedure, I'll share you some information, live evidence, live information that was caught by children to protect themselves, to show members of the public what they were going through, had been neglected, and the failings of our own local authority. I'll share them at the end of this recording again. However, what the social workers in my local area have been doing, it's known as, like I say, it's the blaming game. They've been blaming Cleveland police. See, when the social workers lie to the police and police react, and then you catch up to them, the social workers just blame the police. So I'm not going to explain everybody here, but they blame the police, they blame the child protection shareholders, they blame each other, and eventually they're blaming the judges. So dear judges, let me just show you what a complaint procedure looks like. That starts at 2014. It takes obviously 4 years to get to the ombudsman, and the last court case I had with yourselves, which was on the 6th of November 2016. Now, the question that you need to be asking yourself, did you know that your documents were based on preconceived views and ideas about my situation, about myself? Did you know they would change my history, my past? Did you know that they were manufacturing documents and manufacturing concerns against the father? Did you know they were biased? Did you know they had been lying in your court cases? They had been doing criminal activities in your court cases and been telling you a whole load of stories. So when I get back to these concerns, I want to make it very, very clear to everybody, all the members of the public and all government bodies, every single person who is responsible of mistreating my children over the last 7 years and continue to take place, I am speaking up against all of yous, live on public media. There's no more remits left. I've gone to a level where everybody's ignoring me. The MPs know that it's a criminal crimes, child protection. They know about it. Everybody knows about it, but nobody wants to do anything about it. However, so I want to make that quite clear that I ain't going to be looking the other way. Now, why won't I be looking the other way? Well, because I'm going to show you where social workers do the crime and children are doing the time. I'm going to show you where children victims of physical, emotional, psychological and mental abuse are victimized by our local authorities. I'm going to show you how child cruelty in broad daylight looks like. Now, like I say, it's the blaming game, and that's all they keep doing. Now, I am going to be giving you some names in this recording. However, it's going to take me a couple of months to give you all of them because there's just so many. So in this particular recording, I want to keep it very, very simple for everybody that I'm breaking silence. I don't care who you are, what your background is, who you know. If you've been raping children, if you've allowed physical, emotional, psychological, mental abuse on children, alienating children, I'm not your friend, I'm not your pal, I'm not your mate. I am coming for everybody. So while they're doing this blaming game, and they're blaming, like I said, the police blame the social workers blame the police, social workers blaming the judges. Well, between yous lot, yous work out who you want to blame. All I need to know is who am I coming for? Who would be mistreating my children? But in the meantime, in this recording, I'm actually going to give you some names of the people who were involved on neglect and manufacturing documents and so much more. So their names are Tina Barker, Diane Sewell Blythe, Kathleen Shaw, Monica Domeo, Amanda Richardson, Alan Mayha. So here are only a few, because there's just so much, but I'm going to start giving you some evidence against every one of these, and they are still in operation. They're still probably doing the very same thing, and it's just like the setup that they have. So I know I've had a few messages from people saying that I'm going to get repercussions. Well, I want to make it quite clear as well. Repercussions. Well, I've been facing repercussions for over 7 years. I have had an arson attack, I have been assaulted, I've been placed in hospital, I've had community members come and see me, threaten me to get other members of the community members to drop charges of child sexual abuse, and so much more, including social workers bullying children, intimidating children, and even till 2020, where Cleveland Police is now threatening my daughter. When you find out why they're threatening, that opens another can of worms. However, they're not going to take any time off. They're not going to take no breaks. They're constantly manufacturing. They're constantly causing this problem, only just to cover up the social workers' mistakes. Well, I'm going to show you how vulgar, how disgusting and low-life these people are, live on public media. And the mayors, the chief commissioner of police, the MPs, the councillors, everybody knows about it, but nobody will speak up about this particular situation that is taking place where I live. So, and this is the message today. It's all a blaming game. Nobody actually does anything. And I want to make it quite clear in this particular recording with this again. Now, I want to make it very clear. Every one of these crimes on this list had been taking place during social workers' involvement. And now I'm breaking silence on everybody. So if anybody is out there in the local area, especially in Stockton, Thornaby, Middlesbrough, Hartlepool, well, these issues are taking place within our areas, and I stand alone. Social workers have also been using members of the public to cause me a lot of problems. I need everybody to understand what this is all about, and now I'll be speaking up about even the other areas where this is now escalated to. So, thank you very much for taking your time, listen to me in this short recording, and welcome to Cleveland, where our children could be mistreated in broad daylight just to cover up a social worker who started to frame the father deliberately for the crimes that they were doing. They were framing the father for the crimes that the mother was doing. They were framing the father about concerns that never took place. These people just need to make it up, pass it to the judge, and the judge, that's it. You see, now the judges, you all need to make your mind up who wants to blame who. But I'm coming up and I'll be speaking up everybody's name. One thing I can prove, every judge had been neglected and lied to for the last 7 years, or throughout the whole of this court case, throughout a lot of it. However, what is the value of the court cases? Well, I'm going to show you all the information. I'm going to show you live. I'm going to tell you all. So like I say, once again, welcome to Cleveland, where abuse is a practice amongst our government bodies, and that's why our public members are so much in issues and problems as well. Thank you very much.